Visual Merchandiser is made to help you display your most captivating products prominently on your pages by easily organizing your collections. Whether you want to showcase your new products or best sellers, this app provides you with tools such as automated reorganization and sorting criteria to make the process efficient. In the configuration section of Visual Merchandiser, you'll find 6 settings. We are going to name them and demonstrate what they allow you to adjust in your Visual Merchandiser app. Setting 1. Include drafts in the product grid. When creating a product and adding it to a collection, you don't necessarily want it to appear right away in your store. It can happen that you don't have it in stock yet, or that you'd rather push its release date later, or you might make of an existing product a draft for various reasons. If I go to Configuration and enable Include Drafts in the Product Grid, and I go back in the collection, I can see my drafts have been added to the product grid. This will make it easier for you to organize your collections without worrying about products that are about to switch from draft to active. If you reorganize your collection, your drafts will be sorted along with active products. Setting 2 display prices in the product grid. You are given the choice to display or not prices in the product grid according to your liking. Here is what a product grid looks like without prices. Now we are going to enable the display prices option. If we go back to our collection, you'll notice that prices are now displayed. Setting 3. Sales period displayed in the product grid. The sales period rolling down menu corresponds to the period taken into account for the quantity of products sold, displayed on the product cards in the product grid. You can choose between 7 periods from 7 days to a year. Here we have chosen a 15 days period. Now in the product grid, we can see that on our product cards, the quantity sold displayed is according to the period chosen previously. Setting 4. Stock references for the product grid. On your product card in the product grid, the stock reference location is displayed. In the configuration setting stock references, you can choose between your different locations. Here we have chosen the online store location. Now in the product grid, we can see that the stock location reference displayed is online store. Now the last 2 settings are regarding the product grid configuration. You can customize the product grid by choosing the number of columns you want and the number of products per page. Here we are choosing 4 as the number of columns and 12 as the number of products per page. The settings you just defined are called the default product grid configuration. We notice in the Visual Merchandiser product grid that the settings chosen are now applied. In order for it to be applied, you need to make sure that the default product grid configuration checkbox is checked. In the collection section of the application, you can manage the reorganization of your products. Here you can view all your collections and you'll be able to choose between an automated and manual reorganization and combine it with your selected criteria. We will now dive into the details of the various sorting features of Visual Merchandiser. For each collection reorganization, you'll be asked to either sort manually or automatically. So what does it mean? What is the difference? Well, the difference between automated and manual sorting is that when you choose the manual sorting, each time that you'll want to reorganize your collection, you'll need to do it yourself. The difference with an automated sorting is that the action described for the manual reorganization will not require your intervention. You'll only need to schedule the daily reorganization once. Let's consider a real-life situation. With the sales approaching, I aim to showcase the best-selling items from multiple collections while ensuring that the top items in each collection are still available. Additionally, I want these collections to be regularly updated without my direct involvement. To achieve this, I will simply choose the collections I want to organize and click on Reorganize Collections. Here you will see 2 boxes. The first one is related to the type of reorganization. You have the choice between manual and automatic. In our case, I will select the automatic option. The other box is a list of sorting criteria. 5 categories of criteria that can be combined, sorting by stocks, creation date, product name, price, and bestsellers. For these collections, I want them to be sorted by stocks and bestsellers. You can choose among different periods or apply your own. I will select the bestsellers from last month. Now, select an hour at which you want your collections to be sorted every day. I will choose 5 a.m. After clicking Apply, a window will open and you'll need to decide whether you want to keep the products locked in place. We will come back to this functionality later in the video. You can now visualize from the collection list how each of your collections is sorted. but you can also manage this process from the collection page. Visual Merchandiser offers a variety of new tools to effectively manage your collection organizations. First, the drag and drop. When using the drag and drop feature, you can efficiently rearrange your collection by visually moving your products into specific positions. You can also use the group drag and drop feature to move multiple products at once. To use this feature, simply click on the drag handle icon, which is surrounded by a green circle that appears when hovering over the product card you want to move. Then, drag the product to the desired location. A green bar will appear to show the future position of the product. Once you have moved the product, simply drop it. Next, let's discuss the lock feature. This feature allows you to set a fixed position number for a product, which enables you to maintain the position of specific products while still being able to rearrange the rest of your collection. Remember the window that appears when choosing sorting criteria? You can choose to keep the positions of the products you locked so the sorting criteria won't apply to them. To use this feature, you can either click on the pen icon that appears when hovering over the product card and check the box, "Lock the position for this product." Or you can select multiple products and click on this arrow, then select Activate Lock. Another feature is the insertion function, which allows you to efficiently place one or multiple products in a specific spot among other products. To do this, simply click the plus button when hovering over the space between two products. You can scroll through the product list or use the search bar to find a specific product. Just tick the checkbox next to the products and apply the changes. To position a product within a collection, you can move it to the top, bottom, or a custom location by selecting the products, clicking on the arrow, and choosing the direction. Moving a product to an absolute position means manually setting its position within a collection, regardless of any other sorting rules. To do this, click on the pen icon, select Absolute Position, enter the desired position number, and confirm. The same process applies to moving a product to a relative position that allows you to manually adjust the position of a product within a collection relative to other products. This tool allows you to move a product to either the top or bottom position of the selected page. All three plans of Visual Merchandiser offer the features introduced in this video. The type of plan you have access to is determined by your Shopify subscription. You can also choose to switch to an annual billing by clicking on this button. Find Visual Merchandiser now on the Shopify App Store and take advantage of our free trial.